When I think about the things you they do, I'll forever let you know I'm grateful.
Hi all, so I wanted to give a brief description about puff puff for those who do not know puff puff. So puff puff is it's basically an African donut, okay? It's really yummy. It is really yummy, oh my goodness. So basically, yeah, it's just a donut, an African donut, and it's not as sweet. It's kind of like a donut and a bread, you know, got married. You know, and it's also very filling. You know, you can have a few and you're like, oh wow, I'm full. So yeah, that's basically what puff puff is.
You know.
Okay, hi everyone. So today I'm going to show you how to make puff puff using our puff puff mix. So the first thing you need, of course, is our puff puff mix, Afro Mills puff puff mix. It makes 30 pieces of puff puff, and all you have to do is just add water. We also have directions in the back that you can follow, and yeah. So you need a bowl, and then you need a measuring cup, and then you need something to mix it with. So sometimes I use my hands, but sometimes I just use this spoon. You can use a wooden spoon or a mixer. So I just like to use this. It's simple and it's quick. And then you need warm water. Okay. Oh, you also need either foil, plastic wrap, or some type of cloth to cover it. Okay, so we're going to start. So the first thing you need to do is you add the mix to the bowl. So we're going to open it. Okay, and then you add mix to the bowl. Okay, we'll put it aside. Now you add the two cups of water. So that's 1 and okay. 2. Okay, so you add it, and then now you mix it gently so that it doesn't splatter on you. So this is how I mix it. Mix it up. So just 2 cups of water is enough to mix this whole mix. Get the sides. Mix it up really well so that it's not that lumpy, okay? And then once you're done, see, it's just that simple. Just add water and mix, and then you add now you cover it with plastic wrap. I like to cover it with both plastic wrap and foil. So you cover it with plastic wrap. Cover it tightly. I like using glass bowls because it helps the plastic wrap to seal really well. Okay, so I like to double because we have to make sure that this mix is well sealed so that air is not going in or out, so that it can rise really well. And then what I would do sometimes, because I want to make sure that this is good enough, but sometimes I either add a cloth on top of it, you know, for that, you know, double protection, or I add foil paper. wrap it. Okay, and then that's it. And then you leave it for about 30 to 45 minutes. You know, you can go and watch a show, read a book, do other stuff. 30 to 45 minutes, you leave it, and then you come back and it's time to fry. Okay, see, it's that easy. Hi all, so we're ready to fry. We're checking our what we did before, and we saw that as our dough is ready to go. You see the bubbles inside, and it's ready to fry. Okay, so before we get to that, I'm gonna show you what you need to fry. You need a medium-sized pot, or it can be a little bit smaller than this, but a medium-sized pot. We'll link all the things that you need below. Okay, so you need a medium-sized pot. It can be a little bit smaller than this, or it can be as, you know, as big as this, but this is, you know, medium size. And you will need vegetable oil. Okay, you can use your hand to, you know, fry the puff to give it that round shape. Or for those who don't like touching the dough and getting all messy and sticky, you can use an ice cream scoop. I used to have a bigger size, but I like my puff like small, so I got a smaller one. Okay, like this. We'll link it below for you to see, you know, the type that you can get. And then you need a measuring cup to measure the amount of oil that you need. You don't really need it. You can kind of gauge it. You can bring it to like mid-level if you don't have a measuring cup, or you can just use a measuring cup. Okay, you also need, for those who don't have ice cream scoop and they still don't want to touch the dough, you can use a Ziploc bag. Okay, I'm gonna show you how you can put the dough inside the Ziploc bag and then, you know, get that, you know, round shape still. Okay, and then you also need a burner or a stove. Okay, and you need some type of, like, you know, spatula, you know, to you know, use to pick up the puffs. Okay, and then you also need some type of bowl lined with, you know, paper towel. Okay, I think that's about it. So let's start. So I'm going to measure the oil. So in the direction on the puff mix, it says you need about 3 to 4 cups of oil. Depending on the type of pot you have, you might need a little bit more, that's 2, or a little bit less, that's 3. And I think I'm gonna add 1 more to make it 4. Okay, so you need about this much, or you can bring it up a little bit to the middle. I think because this pot is like slightly bigger than some of the pots I use, and you can bring it up to this much, but I'll just add 1 more to bring it up to that. Okay, so this is the amount of oil you need. Okay, so we're going to put this aside, close our oil, and start. So after you have your oil, you can now transfer it to the burner. Okay, so we're going to transfer our oil to the burner. Make sure your burner is on medium heat. Sometimes medium high, but medium heat to be safe because we're working with oil here. Okay, so we're going to put it on the burner, and then we're going to leave it so that it can heat up, because you need your oil to be hot, so before you drop the puff into the oil. Okay, so we're going to give it like about maybe about 5 minutes for the oil to heat up. Okay,
If you don't go with me, Papa, nobody can love me the way that you do. Your mercies are new, your love is brand new. I can't.
Okay, hi guys, so we're back. So to test if the oil is hot, we're going to drop a test to see how hot the oil is. We can tell that the oil is not hot yet, so we're going to wait a little bit more to get the oil to be hot enough, because we know the oil is really hot when the puff-puff start like kind of like fizzling in the oil. So we're back. We want to check. You see that this puff-puff, the tester is fizzling now, so I'm going to add another tester to see, to show you how it's supposed to look, when to tell you that the oil is hot. See how this one is fizzling? So that means we're ready to fry the puff-puff. So I wanted to show you all a trick. If you're using your hand and you don't want the puff-puff to get, you know, sticky on your hand, so a good trick is to spray your hand with either using a oil in a spray, like a spray oil, or what you can do is you can just put a little bit of oil in your hand, right? Just to lubricate it so that the puff-puff, you see? To lubricate it so that the puff-puff will not get sticky to your hand, okay? So I want to show you the hand technique. So you get your dough in your hand this way, okay? And then you squeeze it through here, okay? So you face down and then you drop it, okay? I'll show it again. So you get your puff-puff in your hand, okay? And then you squeeze it through here and then you drop it. And then you keep doing that. And some people are comfortable with doing it like this too, where you get the puff-puff in your hand and you squeeze it through here. That one is a bit tricky, at least for me, but if you're comfortable with that, you can do that, but this is what is comfortable for me. So in your hand, squeeze it, drop it. In your hand, squeeze it, drop it. Okay? So you just keep doing it like that. Okay? So just going to, so you can see so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 10 puff-puffs in here. I'm gonna wash my hands. And then once the puff-puff are in there, you can start turning it with your spatula. See, we have nice round puff-puffs, okay? So for, you know, so you can fry it for about 3 to 4 minutes. You can see they're starting to turn golden brown, and that's what we want. We also want to reduce our heat to low. So I'm going to reduce my heat to low so that my puff-puff, you know, they have the chance to cook inside before it turns golden brown, because sometimes people take it out too early and then they open it to find out that it's still very doughy inside, okay? So you reduce your heat so that your puff-puff can have the chance to cook inside while it's browning, okay? I love puff-puff, oh my goodness. Love puff-puff. I love it because it's not too sugary like regular donuts, so I don't feel so guilty about, you know, eating it, okay? So we see that it's starting to brown, okay? So at the end of the day, it will brown about, you can allow it to brown like this or like this. So we'll cook it a little bit longer. Very, very round. You see that the hand technique is what our ancestors came up with, you know, where we use our hand, because we didn't have all this new age technology to help us, so we had to use our hand, you know. So by now the inside should, you know, be cooked, but we're just waiting for the outside to brown a little bit to have that golden, you know, look. them to brown. At this point, you can also turn up your heat a little bit more so that now that the inside is cooked, you can like speed up the outside of it browning. And the outside, you have this crunchy texture, and the inside is like, it's like you're eating clouds, or it's very soft. So we see that it's browning now. I turned up my heat a little bit. To speed up the browning process, because by now it's cooked already in the inside. Beautiful, beautiful round puff puff. This is what puff puff is all about. The roundness, the color, texture, crunchiness, and most importantly, the yumminess. Delicious. Okay, you don't have to keep, stirring it like I'm doing. You can also leave it to cook, and then once in a while just turn it so that like all sides cook evenly and have that browning, that brown color evenly. And it doesn't have to be, but if you're trying to, make it look good, maybe you're making it for a party or a get together, you can just leave it. You can just, keep turning it so that they're done evenly. But if it's just you, your girlfriends, or you're making it for your family, you can just leave it. One side might be a little white, and that's fine. So, you see it? You see the transformation? At this point, I've turned up my heat so that it can speed up. It would basically end up looking like this. That's what I'm waiting for. You have to be a little bit more patient. I know by now you're ready to like and just eat the puff puff right now, but also once the puff puff is done, you have to allow it to cool down a little bit because it can be hot, very, very hot actually. And one thing I love about puff puff is that, yeah, we're cooking it in the oil, but like when you like open it, it's not oily. That's one thing I love about puff puff. Okay, I think I just like stirring it, but like I said, you don't have to. And just leave it. And then just once in a while, turn it. Okay. Okay, at this point you can take it out, but I like mine to be very golden. But at this point it's basically done and you have the color, but like it will basically end up looking like this, like the tester. Okay, my children love puff puff. Oh my goodness, they love it. Oh my goodness, they can eat just puff puff the whole day and be okay. So if you have kids and it's difficult for them to, for them to eat, because sometimes kids can be very choosy and they don't like to eat food, you can also give them this, and it's very filling, very, very filling. So you can also, the great thing about puff puff is that you can have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It can be an appetizer or a dessert. Okay, like you can have some puff puff and tea, or some type of porridge or oatmeal. And also you can, for dessert, I've had it several times with ice cream, yogurt, and what else? Chocolate sauce, caramel, all of that. Strawberry sauce is so yummy. Okay, so at this point I'm going to take it out. Okay, then I'm going to put it in my paper towel to drain a bit of the oil off of it. beautiful, beautiful puff puff. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Okay. Look at these puff puff. Perfect, perfect, perfect puff puff. See it? See it? Okay guys, so now we're going to use the ice cream scoop, okay? If you're the type of person who doesn't like using your hands, so we're going to use the ice cream scoop, okay? So the first thing you do is the same thing. You're going to dip it in oil a little bit to lubricate it so that the puff puff will not get stuck on it. And then you're going to scoop your puff puff, okay? You're going to scoop it, sorry, okay? And you're going to drop it in, okay? And you do the same thing. Keep doing it. Okay? It might not give you that whole round look like it does with when you use your hand, but gets the job done. And you have a clean hand. Gets the job done. Okay? Sometimes I don't like using my hands, so this ice cream scoop comes in handy. Okay, this is how it looks when you use the ice cream scoop. It's not like the perfect round shape like the hand, you know, but you get some type of, you know, like, get some type of shape, you know. So for those who don't want to use your hand, you can use the ice cream scoop. I can also try it again to show you. Sorry guys. Okay, so, and it's not as round as we like it, but gets the job done for those who don't, if you don't want to use your hand. Okay, so you let it cook just like we did with the one that we made before we used our hand. You let it cook until it turns golden brown. Okay, and then yeah, then you have your puff puff. Now we're back with the last step, which is the Ziploc bag. Okay, be careful so that it doesn't go inside the oil, but I'm doing this because I'm just trying to show you all. So you open up the Ziploc bag and then you get like some type of spoon, and then you scoop your dough into the Ziploc bag, okay? Like this. I don't know if you can see it. Scoop it in here. Okay, I think this is enough. And then you just push it through here, okay? And then if you have a scissors, right, you cut a little bit of this part, like a little bit. Just cut it, okay? Cut it, okay? So now you can just squeeze it here. Let me see, trying to, so that I'm not blocking you. And then you drop it, okay? Squeeze it, drop it, squeeze it. Depending on how big you cut it, it would depend on the size of puff puff. So maybe this is coming out like very big, so you can cut it a little bit smaller than what I did, okay? You drop it. Oh, that was a big one. Okay, and then just drop it. It's as simple as that. Okay, and then if you have a little bit of sticky stuff here, you just rinse your hand, and that's it. And then you turn it. Okay, you see, it's round shape, kind of. It's like oval shape, but it worked. It worked! Yay! we got some puff puff. Hey, we got some puff puff. I'm excited. I'm always excited. Number one, when I'm making puff puff, and number two, when it works out. Okay. At this point, I think the Ziploc bag is a winner, even over the ice cream scoop. So, if you don't want to spend money to buy an ice cream scoop, get a Ziploc bag, okay? Look at this, look at that, look at this. This is awesome, I'm excited. Just allow it to turn golden brown. At this point, it's done, but I'm just trying to get the color, okay? Waiting for it to turn, okay? So we're gonna put our dough away. You can finish it up. I just wanted to show you all the different ways. So we put our dough away. And then we wait for it to brown. Okay, I think this is good. You can allow it to, you know, be a little bit more brown if you like, but yeah, so this is how you make puff puff. So now I'm going to show you the 3 different ways that we fry this puff puff, and just for you to see again. So we're done with our puff puff. So I'm going to show you the difference with the hand technique, the ice cream scoop technique, and then the Ziploc bag technique. Okay. So this is the one we use with our hand. You see how round it is, and then this is the one we use for the ice cream scoop. Okay. And then this is the one we use with the Ziploc bag. Okay. So you with any of them, you will still get that round shape, okay? And that's what we're looking for. So, the different ways that you can eat puff puff. I normally use chocolate sauce. You know, I make chocolate sauce from scratch. I will also upload a video also showing that later. But for now, just to give you the, you know, the gist of it. So, this is how it looks when you cook it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Look at that. Let me bring it up closer to you. You see it? Okay. So, sorry for eating and talking. You can just either put chocolate syrup on top or just dip it in a bowl. Okay? So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and again, thank you for ordering our puff puff mix. Okay, yeah, it's right here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yummy. Thank you. So guys, make sure to subscribe to our channel. This thing is so yummy. Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get more, not just puff puff recipes, any other recipes, because you know we have a recipe book and we're going to be making videos so that you can actually, for those who reading direction is kind of hard for, you can also have the video, the visual to help you. Okay, so make sure to subscribe. Okay, thank you guys, and also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Take care.